down an old dusty highway where the sunset paints the sky. I hear my boots on gravel and a lonesome whistle cry. Mama's voice still echoes from that wooden porch at home, singing songs of freedom on a broken radio tone. There's a picture on the dashboard, faded edges, black and white. Daddy with his old guitar, playing softly through the night. Every mile I travel feels like pages from my past. Golden roads of country, made to never fade or pass. These golden roads of country lead my heart back home. Through the pain and the glory, I was never alone. From the fields to the highways where my dreams still run free, on the golden roads of country that keep calling me. Neon lights and small town bars, stories poured with cheap red wine. Old men hum forgotten tunes from a simpler time. Love was rough and honest, like the calloused hands I knew. Every scar a memory, every song still true. I've lost friends along the way to the wind and passing years. Some to love, some to silence, some to bottled tears. But the radio still plays those old songs, slow and strong. They remind me who I am when the nights feel long. These golden roads of country lead my heart back home. Through the pain and the glory, I was never alone. From the fields to the highway where my dreams still run free, on the golden roads of country that keep calling me. If I fall beneath the starlight with a broken song to sing, let the sound of steel strings be the last damn thing. Tell the world I lived simple, loved honest, stood my ground on these golden roads of country where my soul was found. These golden roads of country ain't made of gold or stone. They're built from love and heartbreak and a place called home. When my journey's over and the night turns free, I'll ride the golden roads of country back to peace. Yeah, the golden roads of country still remember me, still remember me. City streets are breathing under tired color signs. Every face is passing with a story in their eyes. I blend into the shadows when no one knows my name. Neon lights don't judge me, they just burn the same. I've been wearing my mistakes like a coat I couldn't shed. Every I'll be fine tomorrow still living in my head. I don't need forgiveness, strangers passing by. I just need a moment where I don't have to lie. Neon lights don't judge me, they don't ask where I've been. They don't care about my failures or the shape that I'm in. Under red and blue reflections, I finally feel free. Neon lights don't judge me, they just let me be. I've loved the wrong kind of promises, stayed when I should have gone. I chased applause in empty rooms long after the thrill was gone. But here beneath the buzzing signs, I dropped my worn disguise. For the first time in a long while, I can look myself in the eyes. But now I don't need explanations, it listens without reply. Every scar looks a little softer in this borrowed light. I don't know where I'm heading or what tomorrow brings, but right now I'm breathing honest between the flickering things. Neon lights don't judge me, they don't weigh my mistakes. They don't count the times I fail or the wrong turns that I made. In this glow of quiet mercy, I'm learning how to see. Neon lights don't judge me, they just let me be. Maybe daylight will ask questions that I'm not ready to face, but tonight I'll stand forgiven by this ordinary grace. Sometimes healing isn't holy, sometimes it's just relief, finding peace in simple moments where no one judges me. Neon lights don't judge me when the world feels heavy and cold. They remind me I'm still human, not just stories I've been told. If I ever find my heaven, it won't be perfect or clean. It'll look a lot like midnight with neon watching me. Yeah, the night keeps humming softly, and I finally feel seen. There's a song on the radio, crackling through the night. Old vinyl spinning slowly in a pale yellow light. Every note feels familiar, like a friend I used to know. Echoes of classic country from a long time ago. Front porch chair still waiting for the stories we once told, laughing about forever, back when hearts were young and bold. The years keep moving forward, but these songs refuse to leave. They're stitched into the silence of everything I believe. These echoes of classic country still ring inside my soul. Through the miles and memories, they never let me go. From the sound of steel strings crying to a voice that's rough and true, I still hear my past calling in the echoes of classic country too. There's a man in every lyric with a story worn and real, love that broke him wide open, pain he never learned to heal. Those songs don't hide the truth, they just lay it bare, like a prayer whispered softly in the smoky air. I've chased modern highways and neon city lights, but nothing ever moved me like those old Saturday nights, when the music felt like family and the truth was always clear. Every song was a promise that someone still cared. These echoes of classic country still ring inside my soul. Through the miles and memories, they never let me go. From the sound of steel strings crying to a voice that's rough and true, I still hear my past calling in the echoes of classic country too. If the world gets too loud and the nights feel long and cold, I'll turn the dial back slowly to the songs that never get old. Let them play me home again like they always do, 'cause those echoes of classic country still know me through and through. Yeah, these echoes of classic country aren't just music in my head. They're the love I once believed in and the tears I never said. When my voice is gone to silence and my story's finally told, let my heart keep on singing with the echoes of classic country. Oh, yeah, the echoes of classic country still echo on and on, long after the record's done. There's a wind on the prairie calling names I can't forget, through the dust and the silence of the towns the world regret. Old saloons stand empty with their stories on the floor, every wall still listening to the men who came before. Hills on wooden sidewalks echo ghosts from long ago, outlaws, lovers, broken dreams buried deep beneath the snow. The moon hangs low and lonely, like it's got something to say. Whispers of the old West still ride the night away. Hear the whispers of the old West in the cold and open air. Every prayer and promise still drifting everywhere. From the fires that burned at sundown to the stars that never rest, I still hear the voices in the whispers of the old West. There's a harmonica crying from a window painted red. A cowboy sings to memories of the life he nearly had. Love was hard as iron, faith was dust and bone, but every man kept walking till the trail felt like home. I've been riding through the ages, chasing truth and rusty signs. every road feels borrowed from another place in time. I lay my hat in silence, let the night confess all the sins and stories of the wild and weary West. Hear the whispers of the old West in the cold and open air. Every prayer and promise still drifting everywhere. From the fires that burned at sundown to the stars that never rest, I still hear the voices in the whispers of the old West. If these plains could talk back, they'd sing slow and low of blood, of love, of freedom, and the costs we never know. So I listen in the darkness with my back against the wall to the ghosts of broken heroes who still answer when I call. Yeah, the whispers of the old West ain't just legends carved in stone. They're the tears and dreams of men who died alone. When my trail runs empty and my fire fades to rest, bury me with the stories of the whispers of the old West. Let the wind keep talking, let the silence confess, I'll be riding forever with the whispers of the old West. The sky was barely waking when I heard the screen door close. Coffee still on the table, your jacket by the stove. You didn't say a word, just left a note with my name. Said, I'm sorry, this is goodbye. Then the whistle came. Your boots were by the doorway, like you planned to come back home. But the bed felt twice as empty when I woke up alone. I stood there in the silence with your letter in my hand, trying to understand the meaning of a love I couldn't stand. She left with the morning train before the sun could rise, took all the words we never said and all the unanswered whys. I watched her disappear like smoke into the rain. Yeah, my heart broke quietly when she left with the morning train. We said love would last forever, said we'd face it side by side. But somewhere in the waiting, she learned how to hide. I thought staying meant commitment, thought leaving meant defeat. But I guess she found her freedom in the sound of those steel wheels. There's a town down by the station where the nights still call her name. Every train that passes through feels a little bit the same. I still turn when I hear footsteps, still look up when trains complain. Funny how the heart remembers every kind of pain. She left with the morning train, no tears, no last embrace, just a quiet kind of ending time couldn't erase. I stayed standing on the platform, watching hope drift down the lane. Yeah, my world slowed to a whisper when she left with the morning train. Maybe love ain't always breaking, sometimes it just lets go. Sometimes leaving is the only way a heart can finally grow. I don't curse her for the leaving or the choice she had to make. I just wish she'd left a reason instead of this ache. She left with the morning train, but I stayed and learned the truth that you can't beg someone to stay when their heart's already moved. Now every sunrise finds me stronger, though the memory still remains. I learned how to let go slowly, like she left with the morning train. Yeah, the tracks still run behind this town, but I don't chase them anymore. Neon flickers like it's tired, same old song on the jukebox plays. Bartender wipes the counter like it's done 1,000 days. Every stool's got a story, every glass knows my name. This place don't ask questions, it just listens to the pain. I said I'd quit this kind of living, said tonight would be the last. But promises sound different when you're drinking to the past. There's laughter in the corner from people I don't know. Funny how you feel the loneliest in a room that's full of souls. It's the last call at the broken bar. Lights are low, but the truth's too bright. I keep chasing ghosts and whiskey, trying to make it through the night. I don't drink to forget you, I drink to understand who we are. Yeah, I'm learning hard lessons at the last call at the broken bar. There's a mirror behind the bottles, shows a man I barely trust. He's got hope in his right hand and regret collecting dust. I've loved wrong, stayed too long, said words I can't take back. Every choice I ever made is sitting in this glass. The jukebox plays a slow goodbye, steel guitar cries low. Sounds like every road I took that I never should have drove. If I stumble out at closing time with my pride torn and scarred, at least I told the truth tonight at the broken bar. It's the last call at the broken bar when excuses all run dry. I stop lying to myself when I look regret in the eye. I don't blame the night or whiskey, far. I just finally listened at the last call at the broken bar. Maybe tomorrow I'll be stronger, maybe I'll finally change, but tonight I sit with honesty and let it call my name. You can't outrun your shadow or drown it in a jar. Sometimes healing starts in silence at a broken bar. It was the last call at the broken bar, but not the end of the road. I left a little lighter than the weight I used to hold. If I ever find forgiveness, it won't come from how far. It'll start with who I was at the last call at the broken bar. Neon face, door swings slow, I step into the dark, but I'm not empty anymore. There's a mailbox leaning sideways on a gravel county road. Paint's been fading from the front porch, but the welcome's never old. You can drive 1,000 miles, chasing money, chasing fame, but some things pull you backward when you hear your name. Mama's cooking in the kitchen, radio turned low. Daddy's rocking by the window, watching daylight go. Every crack along the wall, every sound I know, ain't just wood and nails and paint, it's the roots I grow. 'Cause home ain't just a place with a number or a name, it's the arms that always find you when the world's been hard and strange. It's the love that stays unspoken when the lights are gone. Home ain't just a place, it's where I belong. I've slept under brighter ceilings, heard applause from crowded rooms, but nothing ever held me like those small town afternoons. There's a comfort in the quiet that you can't buy or fake. Some things only feel like home when you're wide awake. Time has changed the faces, left a little silver hair, but the laughter sounds the same when we're all still there. I don't need a mansion or a view that's wide and long. If I've got their voices, I'm already home. Yeah, home ain't just a place you can find on any map. It's the stories that we carry in the spaces in our past. It's forgiveness in the silence when we've all grown on. Home ain't just a place, it's where I belong. Someday when the road gets longer and and my steps get slow, I won't fear the falling dark, as long as I know there's a light still on for me. No matter how far I've gone, that kind of love don't fade away, it just stays strong. 'Cause home ain't just a place with a door and a key. It's the people who remember who I used to be. When this life starts feeling heavy and I'm worn and gone, I'll always find my way back, 'cause that's home. Yeah, home ain't just a place, it's a feeling.
There's an old front porch swing still creaking in my mind. Summer nights and fireflies running out of time. Mama humming softly while the radio played low, songs about forever from so long ago. Daddy's hands were calloused from working dawn till dusk. He'd smile through the struggle like faith was all we trust. Those songs were more than music, they were lessons carved in stone. Timeless country memories that made a house a home. These timeless country memories still live inside of me. Through the laughter and the heartache, they're all I'll ever need. From the back roads to the moonlight, where my soul still wanders free, I carry timeless country memories. Saturday night dances on a dusty wooden floor, cheap guitars and honest love, we never asked for more. Promises were simple, like your hand holding mine. We thought that love would last forever, just like those melodies in time. The years roll by like highways, fading in the rain. Some dreams got forgotten, some still call my name. But every old familiar song brings it all back to me. Every note a photograph of who we used to be. These timeless country memories still live inside of me. Through the laughter and the heartache, they're all I'll ever need. From the back roads to the moonlight, where my soul still wanders free, I carry timeless country memories. If I lose my way someday and the world feels cold and strange, I'll turn the dial back slowly, let the past ease all the pain. 'Cause those voices from the vinyl still sing honest, still sing true. They remind me where I came from and what love's supposed to do. These timeless country memories ain't bound by years or time. They live in every broken heart and every simple line. When my story's almost over and my days drift like the breeze, bury me in timeless country memories. Yeah, those timeless country memories, they never fade away, they just get stronger with every yesterday.